Anybody speak French?
Petit peu.
Ah,
Oh,
bien ou...
Non,
marvelous.
je sais seulement.
So, whenever you like.
Tu peux me parler en français?
Oui, oui.
Non. Roger, première question pour toi. Quand je te vois avec le groupe,
So I think people are not writing good songs. I don't hear any good new songs, or very, very few. So I think to find a good song, people are now tending to go back and to periods when there were lots of good songs. I mean, All the Young Dudes is a great classic pop song written by one of your Swiss residents. And it's a great song, you know, and it stands. But there are very few songs now that are as strong as that, I think. I think that's the reason.
I agree. I just think people are just not sort of trying to write good songs nowadays. They're just they're happy to go back and use an old one if it means they can guarantee you get a hit.
But but it's also a good introduction to that kind of, because everything sort of comes around again, you know. And the easiest way to reintroduce something is by redoing one of the originals, and then you can carry on along that vein if you can with that sort of sound. You know what I mean? Like the way that all the '60s stuff's come back now. You know.
I think things tend to come back when it's a particularly sterile period. I think now, in terms of originality, it's a sterile period. There's not a lot original happening now, so I think people tend to go back.
Would you yourself be tempted to join in this little game?
Well,
If it would get us a major international hit, yes, I think.
On our record, we did a cover of Jimi Hendrix' Foxy Lady.
Yeah.
But I'd like to think we should write our own hit songs.
It's always nicer to write your own original material. Yeah, I think. That's what we try.
I mean, if you are going to, I think if you do a cover version, you shouldn't choose it to make it because you want a hit. You should choose it because you like the song and you think you could do maybe something different to the song, or just have a vibe playing it. But I think sometimes it's too calculated.
Yeah, as Roger said, to get the major hit.
moi j'aimerais savoir pourquoi ils ont signé avec leur label en Allemagne plutôt qu'en Angleterre, comme la plupart des autres groupes rock.
You've signed in Germany and not in England.
Well, actually, we've found that for our kind of music, which I suppose is what you'd call classical rock and roll music, really, there was better reception and more interest in Germany, because we're not too fashion influenced musically, but England seems to be very fashion influenced. You know, one thing one week, another thing the next. So we just preferred to base ourselves in Germany.
And in England at the moment, most of the music is all sort of dance orientated. And we were looking in a magazine today, and there's actually a poll thing to send in to the government to say we want a rock station. A rock radio station. England doesn't have that.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of people signed it apparently, wasn't it? After
Donington
or something.
Q magazine.
It's carrying on from there, yeah.
Yeah, people are very starved in England of rock and roll, you know, of hard rock and roll. It's all fad and fashion oriented. It's all dance music. It's all whatever's supposed to be happening. You know, it's the clothes are more important than the music, or the hairstyles are more important than the music, and that's not really what we're about, is it?
Although some of the hard rock acts do tend to get caught up a bit in the
but they're
in the chains and the.
But there's so, I mean, there's parody and everything, isn't there? There's people who have become sort of clowns of their sort of style.
Yeah, I don't think everything that's coming out and going on in England at the moment is totally fashion based. It's just the majority of it is. Really.
What about the modern aspects of, for instance, talking about dance, the modern technology that you said earlier? Is that something that can be incorporated to the same extent in music like yours like I'm talking about samplers, sequences, that kind of thing. Dance music seems totally based on that, well, practically. Is it something that's important in the making of your music?
I'd say no. We obviously we could use them if we want to, but we'd like to set up and play as a band and sort of start our music from there when we're writing songs or playing together.
It's quite nice just to be able to plug in and play it, really, isn't it?
Mm.
But then again, it would be stupid us to sort of to say we shy away from all that and say we wouldn't have nothing to do with that if we thought it'd sound good on the song.
Yeah, I suppose we're quite old-fashioned in some ways, but we sort of see a return to the old virtues of actually playing your instruments live and building up some genuine excitement, you know. So it's more exciting.
T'es embêté, hein? Tu aimes bien la house music.
Well, I'm a big house music fan, so
Are you? Yeah.
just try and slip this in because I always wonder why people, or if people are actually against it, you know, on some kind of principle, like because it gets talked about so much in the English press and so on. Whether people are not more affected by all the hype that's going on around it rather than the actual music itself. You know.
Yeah, well that happens to any movement, doesn't it? That always happens to any fresh movement. It gets blown out of proportion, so that where it actually comes from sort of gets lost. But now I think a lot of house music, they're using real drums, you know, and they're using instruments.
Yeah, but
Which
they
is a
sort of
change from the samplers.
They sort of sample them in there. They sample in real sounds and stuff. Do they actually use real
the
instruments?
Happy Mondays are on tour estates now, you know, and they play
Happy
like,
Mondays.
you know,
I
they
think you
don't
have to
use
be completely out of your
sequences and stuff
mind.
like that.
Really? Yeah. I don't know.
They
Just
don't play it.
I think a lot
you
of
have to be completely out of your mind to enjoy it and get into it.
But this is also a
says a lot for you, doesn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
You must love it.
No, but a phenomenon that's through the ages, like if you go back to the old rhythm and blues, jazz and so on, they were all out of their minds anyway, you know, so what's
I think
But
that was easily
I like that music without being out of my mind. It sends me out of my mind by itself. It's good.
I think there's good things I think came out maybe that were like Tackhead, where they came from.
Gary Clare and
Adrian Sherwood.
Adrian Sherwood.
I mean, I think there was a bit sort of. I mean, that's what to me I just turned on to. But there's some other stuff. I mean, there's other stuff. It's just the fact that obviously the reaction you're saying about being reaction against the hype. There's also everyone sort of loves it for the hype sometimes, or loves a thing because of the hype.
Yeah, to be part of a fashionable movement.
Yeah.
It's like this Manchester scene. What would you say about that? Because that isn't. It's a kind of recuperation of the dance scene by sort of independent guitar bands
Who've got remixed.
who didn't sort of make it playing independent guitar.
I mean, from the way you're saying it, it's that there's a little bit of cynicism in from you. So yeah, you do feel that. You feel if they're going to be the new young original things, why don't they be new young and original rather than I got a picture of the Q magazine today, and there's a picture, and I couldn't work out. It was in these archive photos, and it was a Velvet Underground in 1966, and it could have been any. I thought it was a modern picture of those bands.
Yeah, so the look is nothing new.
Well, it's as stylised as anything, isn't it?
Just another sort of regurgitated hype, really. I can't see anything original coming out of Manchester whatsoever, apart from some stupid fashions which we all saw some of us saw 20 years ago. And they were sort of vaguely original then, but certainly not very original now.
That band, is it the Soup Dragons? I'm not sure that have got that single out.
I don't know
I
actually.
think it's great.
Which is a Rolling Stones song. So
Yeah.
that's
I like it.
another,
It's fucking good.
Another example.
another example.
Very good.
What is the song? I don't even know it, you know. So.
I'm
Free to do
what I
want any old time. That one.
That one.
I haven't heard their version.
It's quite good. They've got like a rap.
But then again, it doesn't really sound like we're anti everything, which hasn't got a grunging guitar on it. I mean, it's not like that. It's just.
Pete's getting one into Wendy and Lisa at the moment.
Oh, but
It's like approach it that way.
Yeah,
It's
but-
nice if you get that because then you get a more interesting product if people are
Product?
well
Thing.
eventual product.
Yeah.
You know, after all, it's a
for
fucking
want of a
product.
better word.
Hmm.
What about Prince? The people seem less happy with his show at the moment. Like, he's spawned a lot of good musicians, like, as you said, Wendy and Lisa. When everybody was together, it's like a hell of a show, but he seems to be
Princed out.
Yeah,
Princed
yeah.
out. Yeah.
But then again,
He's always worked
I
like
think
that.
he's a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really clever guy, isn't he? I was actually disappointed in his show because I was expecting it to be very different and innovative, but it wasn't. But it was a good show. I mean, he's a great dancer and he's a great musician, you know. And he's an all-round pretty clever
Yeah.
guy. But I wasn't terribly thrilled with that show. No.
I didn't see it.
No. I find his songs are tending to repeat themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I hear the same elements in each, and in many of his songs that keep coming up. He keeps writing the same verse and leaving out a chorus. But I don't know. You know, he's pretty good. He's certainly one of the better ones, isn't he? For me.
And me.
And
And
me.
me.
What do you think?
On peut conclure avec un.
Doesn't bother me.
Doesn't even bother him.
And him.
And him.
I like it when he plays guitar.
Yeah, he's a mate.
Hein, puis-
Okay, so, well, anyway, we've got
Good, actually.
quite enough material for us. Could you finish?
That's right. We lost the French after they got a taste of the French.
Dis, le français, c'est une belle langue.
Yeah, beautiful language. Poor British women.
Oh, we're terrible.
L'école? In French? Ah, in English. Partout, always.
Yeah.
No.
So the children don't learn
Tu vois ce qu'il dit sur l'Angleterre?
to speak French.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's...
The children grow up, and here we are.
Ils sont heureux d'avoir
You
un
can't
français
speak
en
the
face
bloody
d'eux, c'est
word.
ça. Oui, j'ai
Yeah, but
compris.
if you look at the French music charts, then unfortunately they don't do as well in that domain as we do. You know, nor can they speak very good English.
Qui?
Parlent pas très bien français, anglais, le français non.
Oh no,
Ah,
the
no,
French
no,
are
no,
much
no.
more isolationist than the Swiss, though, aren't they? You know,
Yeah,
they're much more.
Non, ici tout le monde parle
yeah,
presque
you
anglais.
you mustn't confuse French speakers
Genève.
Swiss with French people.
Mm.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
very different thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas most French Swiss can speak some English, a lot of French people don't speak English, and the English are the worst of the lot because most of them don't speak anything except English.
So they have a problem talking English, you know?
Okay, can you possibly do just a couple of jingles for the two respective programs that are susceptible to... I've got to tell you that a chap interviewed you, in fact the chap who's doing this hard rock special, he interviewed you at Montreux a couple of years ago, Patrick Allenbach, he says... hello. You
From
probably-
newspaper.
No, he was a representative of WEA in Switzerland at the time.
Do you remember Andre?
Yes, Patrick
Yeah,
Allenbach,
yeah.
Always badly shaved,
Yeah,
dark glasses.
Yeah,
He
I
always popped out during the jazz festival.
yeah. Well, anyway, so he's doing a show called Peroxtroika.
Peroxtroika.
Get it?
Ça s'appelle toujours
Yes,
comme ça?
get it. Peroxtroika.
So I think if you could just say, you probably got a set phrase to say, like "We are the cross," or I don't know what.
Hey, rock out.
We are we're the house band from Manchester.
But I think from Birmingham, and we love it here. It's really lovely.
Yeah, that'd be super. That'll sound well on the.
It's great being here.
Boogaloo on down La Rue. We are the cross.
Okay,
Right,
go on.
who's going to do this then? So what do we just say? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is Roger Taylor of the Cross. Who you're watching.
Peroxtroika.
Well, we'll start with Zap Hits. That's one program. Zap Hits.
Right.
And we'll do another one.
Okay, so, I'll do the first one and you can do the next
Yeah.
one.
You get the easy one.
Hello, this is Roger Taylor and this is The Cross we're on Peroxtroika.
No, you're not.
This is that.
This is
That
that.
TV. That hits.
I know what I thought, yeah, I just thought...
No thinking. You were to do the first one.
Peroxtroika.
You-
Yeah, but that was the
I
first
thought
one.
No, we rehearsed like this.
As far as I was concerned.
Well, there's one.
Yeah. Which one though?
The other one's Zap Hits. isn't
Oh
it?
right. I thought it was Zap Hits we were on.
You were supposed to do Zap Hits.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You were Zap Hits, we were
He was looking forward to it. Go on, do us a zap it, sir.
Who?
Any of us. Me, I'm...
Hey, zap!
Zap!
Hits.
That hits.
Oh, he's always an echo of me.
Sorry, I'm the echo.
That hits.
Sorry, I'm the echo. Sorry, I'm the echo.
We are the cross. Thank you.
Yeah, the bad-